Good morning. Time to make the coffee. Today's flavor is coconut crumble again. I have, I think, one or two more left. I thought I only had one left, so I'm going to finish that up. And as you can see, it's light outside because of daylight savings time. So this is going to be a crazy busy week for me. I have the procedure that I have to have done today for my blood-clotted legs. Not looking forward to that, but if he's going to do the same thing I had done in the past, it wasn't that big a deal. The worst part is you have to wear the compression stockings for, I think it's a couple weeks. So, and they're not the most comfortable, but at least it's not summer. You know, those are pretty hot in the summertime. So I haven't had problems with my legs for many, many years. Now all of a sudden it happened. So, oh well, you know, a lot of things happen as you get older. So, today I have the procedure. Tomorrow we're having fiber optic installed, and they said that would take a couple of hours in and outside. So, and then I have my handyman coming in the afternoon. He's going to put the drawer pulls on my drawers maybe, but first priority is I need my sliding door fixed here so it'll open easier, and I also need the shutters put back up. So I've got that going on tomorrow. Wednesday I have to go back to the vein guy, and he has to do another follow-up to see if it worked. Thursday I have to take my mom to two doctor's appointments. So Friday hopefully I can take a breath. I don't like weeks like this. That, you know, kind of messes with my zen. So, but, you know, we all have to do it sometimes, so it is what it is. But this morning I can have a nice peaceful cup of coffee. My appointment isn't until this afternoon. Oops, it would help if I put some cream in there. See when you get distracted? All right. Now I can stir up the coffee. So, are you having a busy week or a peaceful week? What's going on in your world? So I've had to go to little fake flowers here. All my little beautiful zinnias are done. They're all dried up. I have to get out there and pull them all up. And I still have some celery out there. I didn't get any yesterday, so I don't imagine I'll be doing too much today. I don't know if he's going to tell me to stay off my feet for a while. I have to wait and see, because I don't remember that part. So anyway, let's give the coffee a taste. Cheers. That was 2 sips. And it went down very nicely. So I still have things kind of torn up in the dining room. Not so bad, but I still need to make order in there. I'll be very happy when I can get all those big articles to donation. And I've had to park my car in the driveway because we have stuff in the garage for donation, and lots of garbage from cleaning up the basement. So I'm really happy we got that done. Boy, I'll tell you, my daughter, she doesn't do-de-do around like I do. She gets it done. So I'm happy about that. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy this coffee and take a few breaths before my busy day begins, and I will be back at the budget book. All right, here we are back at my budget book. So yesterday I did not spend any money. I didn't go anywhere. I got a few things done. I don't even remember what. Everything is just such a blur with all this decluttering and downsizing and all that. I'll be very happy when I get things put back in order. But I figure, you gotta rip off the Band-Aid and just get in there and do it. So even though I've been decluttering for years, every year as I go through my house, which is pretty much a continuous process, I pull out more and more stuff to donate or throw away, and I buy less and less stuff. So it's a system that's been working, and once I get things to a manageable point, I'll be happy. Now, I'll never be a minimalist. That's not my goal. My goal is to have a functional house and have everything in its place and actually have things that I use or may use. It depends. And as I go through each room every year, eventually, if it's something that I really feel I don't need anymore, I'll get rid of it. So I know a lot of people like to do a once and done thing, but that's not my MO. And this works for me. But sometimes the house gets a little on the torn up side because it takes me a while to do a room. Like I've been working on the dining room for, probably at least a couple months, if not even more. First thing was I downsized all the dishes and knickknacks and tchotchkes in my china cabinets and made room there. And now I'm rearranging things so that they're more functional in there. My dining room is a very functional room. It stores a lot of the things that I use all the time, some things for art. I could do it up in my guest slash craft room, but my grandson sleeps up there, and I really don't, I'm not at a point where I'm going to make that back into my art room. And besides, I feel isolated from the dogs up there because they mainly stay down here on the first floor because they shed a lot and there's constant hair all over everything. So I try and confine that to the downstairs of the house and keep the upstairs more hair-free, even though I do drag hair up because it's always on me too. So just to make things easier, so I'm down here all the time with them. I don't want to be isolated from them, and it works for me. It's a system that works. So my living room is pretty well organized. I've been through that numerous times. I had a lot of tablecloths in there stored away. One thing I do want to do in my living room yet is possibly get rid of my big armoire, bring down one of my smaller desks from upstairs, and eventually I need a new TV. The one I have here is very small, and I want a TV that I can put up on the wall, so I want it to be a little bigger and something that I can pull out and angle to different parts of the room. So, but, that's a project in a year or two because right now the TV works just fine. And I'm thinking about, at some point, calling Habitat for Humanity to come and pick up that armoire. And I also have a chair in there that I want to get rid of. But for now, everything works, and the living room is almost always neat. The kitchen, of course, is always a work in progress. I have a lot of spices and oils and things that I like out on the shelves. That's why I put the they're not floating, but the open shelving in the kitchen. And I like my kitchen. Now, some people would say, oh, you got too much stuff out. But, you know, I store some of my grains on the shelving. I store my oils, my spices, and it's the way I like it. I feel very cozy in my kitchen. I don't feel overwhelmed, even though I know it's a lot of stuff, but it's comfortable for me. So anyway, I have to kind of pick and choose what I'm going to do this morning, because I don't imagine I'll be doing too much this afternoon after I get finished with my procedure. Not that, you know, it's going to be a big deal, but still, like I said, I imagine that I'll have to stay off my feet for a couple days and keep my leg elevated, but we'll see, maybe not. So, all right, that's my budget book and downsizing and purging and some of my plans. So I will be back later, and we'll see what the day brings. Well, I just got out of my procedure, and it took all of 15 minutes. Oh, not even quite 15 minutes. So it was no big deal. They inject the vein, then they wrap it, and then you leave the wrapping on for a few days until you have a recheck, and then you go on from there. He said I did real well, and it was really no big deal. He said the phlebitis, which is actually like an inflammation of the vein, will resolve on its own, but this way any clots won't travel and become deep vein thrombosis. So that's a good thing. So now it was payday for me for my stuff that I do at home, my purging and my decluttering. Now, I'm just joking. But, so I'm going to actually go to Aldi's and do a little shopping. So I was waiting for my deposit. I didn't want to go, you know, like way over on my bank account. So I'm going to actually head over to Aldi's, and then when I get home, I will show you what I bought. I don't intend on doing a big, huge shopping trip, but I do have a list, and I want to get some avocados for sure. And then I think they're going to start that holiday sale at Aldi's next week. So I want to... I'm a little distracted here trying to figure out which way I'm going to go. So anyway, they're going to have that sale next week. So I want to pick up a few things there too. So all right, I'm going to pay attention to what I'm doing here, and I'll see you at home. All right, I'm back from Aldi's, and I spent $137.03. Now what I'm going to show you isn't everything I bought. I'm going to show you this, and then I'm going to put it away and show you the rest. So anyway, my daughter's chickens have really slowed down on the egg laying. So I bought a dozen eggs. Those were $1.25. Much better than the $5 they were at one point. Talk about price gouging. I was almost totally out of bread. So the sourdough round was $3.49, And then I also bought this Italian loaf for $3.99, and I'll freeze that in sections. So I got this cheese tray again. I like this cheese tray. It's still $4.89. The price has not changed very much on that. I think it was around that last year. Then I got these 3 cheese pizzas. They're from Mama Cozy, and they're $6.99 for the 3 of them. I thought that was a pretty good price. I picked up some butter. I know it'll probably go on sale next week, but I'm on my last stick, so this was $3.29, and I like the unsalted butter. Now I think these deli slices have gone up. These were $3.49, and those were the least expensive American cheese. Most of it was like $4 something, so those went up. This they had marked for less, goat cheese, $1.89. I bought quite a bit of cheese because I'm just about out of cheese too. After almost 2 months of not shopping, you know, you tend to run out of some things. But I could have gone longer, but these are things that I wanted to restock up on. I had used all my Parmesan cheese, so this was $2.95. I didn't think that was too bad. I splurged a little bit on the brie cheese. My daughter and I like to eat that. Or sometimes I make it for the holiday, and I bake it in the oven, and then we have the melted brie with either bread or crackers, and that's always good. So that'll get eaten either on the holiday, or my daughter and I will eat it for breakfast. I bought another whipped cream cheese. I like to keep this on hand. I have one that I just opened, and this one will be an extra one. And then I was totally out of junk food, and I do like my chips. I like my salty chips. I usually have a little handful in the afternoon. So I again bought the corn chips. I like their corn chips, much cheaper than Fritos. They were $1.69. And then I bought 2 of these Stack's potato chips, and again the Clancy's are way cheaper than the name brand, and these were $1.69. So that'll last me a good probably 6 weeks. So that's part of my list of things I bought. I'm going to put this away and I'll be back. Okay, moving on. I didn't buy a whole lot of produce. I didn't want a lot of produce. I still have frozen things that I want to use up. So, but I did buy bananas. They were 46 cents a pound. The 3 heads of romaine were $2.49. Price on those hasn't changed very much. The cucumber was 95 cents. The avocados were 59 cents. This mushroom spaghetti sauce was $1.55, and what I'm thinking of doing, depending on what the cost is, Aldi's just had real small cans of tomato sauce, which I didn't want. So I just got 2 of these, and they were $1.55. So, but what I want to do, depending on how much they are at Walmart, I'll order a case of tomato sauce, and that way I can just make my own spaghetti sauce. So that'll work out just fine, but it depends on how much the cost is at Walmart. The cheddar, that's a pound, was $2.99. I didn't think that was too bad. The mozzarella was $3.69. I like to keep these on hand for things that I make. And I do, cook a lot with cheese. I know it's not the healthiest for you, but it is a good source of protein if it's real cheese. I was out of mac and cheese, so I bought 2 of those, $1.35. I'm almost finished with my ranch, and I like to keep 1 or 2 on hand, so that was $1.95. And they don't seem to have the low fat anymore. So I just picked up a regular one. I used to like the low fat, but oh well. Then I already broke into these. These were, I think, $2.49. Cheesy garlic bread potato chips, and they're really good. This is the other stacker that I bought, Clancy's. It was $1.69 or something. They had one of these, amaretto, 12 cups for $4.19. I hope it's good. And then I found the vanilla creme brulee in loose coffee, which is good because I can make my own. And I actually bought 2 of those because I'm sure once it's gone, it'll be gone. Maybe forever or maybe till next year. So that is the second part of the haul, and I still... But wait, there's more. So I'll be back. Okay, well, here's the last of it. So I usually don't drink pop, but every once in a while I like something sparkly. So I picked up these 4 sparkling waters, and they were 69 cents a piece. So those will last me for a while. And my grandson likes them too, so I'll give him a couple of them. And then I like these foaming hand wash things. This was 95 cents. And they're nice to refill. You can unscrew these, and I always refill them. It saves on soap, and you can dilute the soap a little bit too, so that, you know, it stretches farther. So, and that was 95 cents, and this big bottle of refill was $2.99. So I thought that was a good price, and like I said, I usually water this down. And I like that these are clear. I remove the labels, and then I just have a plain thing on the sink. So, and then I also bought this melatonin. I bought this now, I think this is my 3rd or 4th bottle. And I actually bought those for my reflux because I read that melatonin will help close the sphincter that causes the reflux. So the reflux hasn't been as bad as it was there for a while. So that's really why I take it. And of course, you know, you have the, I think it also helped to grow hair. But don't quote me on that. Do a little research on that yourself. But it also, of course, helps you sleep. So I don't have any problems sleeping, but that's why I take it. And I like gummies. I don't like pills. So, and that was $5.99. And then I bought this last year. I went to an ENT for my sense of smell. I couldn't smell anything. And so he checked everything out, and I have nasal polyps. So he prescribed the fluticasone, well, however you pronounce it. And this is actually prescription strength. And he said to just use it, you know, in the morning or at night, a couple sprays. And I do breathe better when I'm laying down. So, and this was $6.99. And if I buy the prescription, which is the same thing through Walmart, it costs me $9.99. So I'm going to try using that next time I run out. He gave me a prescription for a year, but you really don't need it. So anyway, that's my shopping trip. If I hadn't stocked up on this and all the candy, I wouldn't have spent so much, but I think I did pretty well considering. I haven't shopped in so long. So, okay, I will be back in a minute, and I'm going to sign off because it's dinner time, and I don't want this video to get too long. Alright, well, I still have to put some stuff away. I hate that part. Ugh, that's almost worse than shopping. But anyway, I'm glad I got that behind me. I got the leg done. I have to go in on Wednesday and he's going to check it. Hopefully everything's A-okay. And he said the phlebitis takes at least 6 weeks. So I've been nursing it along for about 4 weeks now, I think. But anyway, at least now I don't have to worry about it going somewhere where it shouldn't be going. So, I still need to go to Mark's. I'll do that, like, you know, in a few days. There's no big rush. And tomorrow we've got the fiber optic being installed, which is going to save us 40, 50, about $50 for all the speed we need. Because like I said, my grandson works from home sometimes, so he needs it, and I need it to upload my videos. Oh, it used to take me so long to upload my videos, I can't even tell you. So doing it on the phone and just directly uploading it is such a treat. I don't have to, you know, do anything with the computer anymore. I do everything with my videos on my phone. So that works out great. Going to save money with that. And then the handyman is coming in the afternoon. And I don't think he's going to get everything done on my list because he works full-time. He's not, you know, that's not his business being a handyman. He just does that for friends on the side. So tomorrow's going to be a busy day, which is good. I'm glad that will be, you know, I can cross some things off my list of things to do. I still have to look at the energy companies because my electric company is really gouging us. So I need to find a cheaper electric company. So I've been gathering data on that, but I got to get a move on it. So, you know, if I can, with all these different things, save $100, I mean, that pretty much could be most of my grocery money. So, anyway, I'm going to have some dinner. I'm just going to have some more of that soup I made yesterday. That was pretty good, and I may have a sandwich with it. I have to make myself some vegetarian luncheon meat. I've been having a taste for sandwiches, and I just really haven't had much to put on a sandwich other than cheese or peanut butter and jelly. So I'd like to make some vegetarian luncheon meat. I've got several recipes for that, and most of it is made with tofu and Vital Wheat gluten. I know, don't crinkle up your nose. I see you crinkling up your nose. But they're actually pretty good, especially the turkey, not turkey, from the 86 Eats website. And she also shows you how to make it on her YouTube channel. It's very good. So I think I might make that. And then I also have a recipe for a vegetarian olive loaf that I think sounded really good. So I need to make something for sandwiches because, like I said, I've been really having a taste for some sandwiches. So, all right, my friends, that's all I have for you today. I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you. And I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. It helps my channel grow. Thanks for watching.